7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, everyone. We are live.
Boom. Much better. Sorry about the difficulty, everybody. I know the millions of fans out there are kind of disappointed.
We're a couple minutes late. We tried with Zoom, but you know what? Sometimes you got to go back to the good old days of StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard has done us well. Zoom basically let us down. They zoomed us to the bottom.
All right, so let's get into it. So we're going to get to the numbers right now. If you're following our updates, we're doing updates every Monday and Friday at 4 o'clock. Right now it's 4:07 or 4:06, so a little behind schedule. Get the information, still going to be solid. So going over the what's happening in the market right now in San Diego County, we got some very interesting stuff talking about loans, talking about rates. But before we jump into that, let's jump into the market inventory. So as you can kind of see in the market as a whole, we had a little bit of an uptick in new properties hitting the market. Sold properties has also jumped up a little bit. So we're kind of slowly seeing, not as much sold properties as the last month. Less. We're talking about we're at 43%, but more people are getting adjusted to the market. It's kind of interesting because if you watch our last episodes, you'll see that people are kind of hesitant putting their properties back on the market. Yet it seems like people are getting more relaxed and understanding. Okay, let's put it back on the market. We're not seeing that in sold properties, so it's a little bit of a difference that's kind of happening right there. And then now as we go to properties under 700K, same kind of thing. More properties hitting the market. Not as drastic as the market as a whole compared to the higher end properties, yet it still kind of gives a reference point. And then not as much sold properties, and then off markets have been kind of jumping up a little bit.
Well, it seems like there's more people doing stuff in the market right now. We are having a lot of different things happen. Today I thought I wanted to share this right here just to show you guys, because a lot of you think doom and gloom is coming really bad, but look at all the green.
There you go.
This is the stock market today. Today you had a massive rally. You had interest rates jump up 1/4 to 0.375 in one day, which is a massive amount for what's happening lately. And then you have the VIX, which is something else I was just going to point out on here. This is kind of hard to see, but for those of you who can see where it says in the red 29, that's a volatility index. That's for how much volatility is perceived in the stock market about the future and economics. And that's a low number. 4 weeks ago, that number was at 70, which means things are getting better in the market and things are calming down. And I think we're going to start seeing a shift in it. I think we may have hit a tipping point.
Yeah, just looking over the numbers, and this is why it's so interesting. You have to really be hyper focused on the market because it's constantly changing. It's interesting, as we showed from the other slide, people are slowly adjusting to this so-called new norm, right? So people are, okay, I can sell my property, figure out a way of going forward with it. Yet there's the people that were adamant about buying the properties, maybe because rates are changing, are not jumping into it as much. A lot of those VA buyers, the people that were qualified before all this happened, have kind of made their purchase, or that's why we're kind of maybe seeing a dip in sold properties. And then now with rates too, how are rates right now? I know last week we were talking about low 3s, possibly high 2s if you bought some points. Where we sit now?
So today everything jumped up. Like last week, you were doing investment properties at 3.5%, 3.625% last week, and today that all jumped up 1/4 to 0.375 higher. Now you're back. For investment properties still 3.875. That's amazing overall. But last week, if I told you that, you would have been like, ugh, heart attack, because it was at 3.5. So you look at the people out there who are saying everything's melting down. the opportunity you missed, it happened last week. It just flew by. That's today. You know, hopefully the bond market tanks and we have some more, unfortunately, problems, and it brings rates back down because people get used to that taste of cheap money. They don't want to give it up.
Yeah, where do you think next week is going to take us, or this week, I guess?
I mean, wow, you had Powell come out earlier and say that the Fed is going to do everything they can for economic stimulus, which means spend, 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 which is a lot of money coming into the system. But are people going to actually spend that money? Are they going to hoard it and sit at home and go, when am I going back to work? And should I spend this money or should I save it? Because if you put money into the circulation, but it's not spent, it does no good. So I hope that the rates come back down this week. Today was just a big day also because they announced a possible vaccine that may happen, which no one thought about either.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. We're still, I mean, of course, if you've been watching a lot of our videos, you know that we still have a shortage of inventory. I mean, we're still sitting under that 5,000 properties in San Diego County. So, I mean, we're a little less than two months inventory. In a balanced market, you want about 6 months inventory. So we're still fairly low. So I don't think the values are going to drop drastically. And we're going to also see what happened over the last month. It usually plays out of effect over the next month, 2 months, 3 months, based off of how often the person you're working with is actively helping someone in the real estate market. I mean, again, if your agent or your team last deal was 2 months ago, 2 months ago is a different market than it is today. 1 month ago is a different market than it is today. And last week is probably, I mean, it's a different market than it is today too. So it's being hyper focused on what's going to happen next, how the following weeks go. But yeah, it is a surprising thing that you're seeing less properties sold. And we'll kind of see, we start getting more of an influx of new properties in the market and more to choose from.
Yeah, this is coming in the summer. This is our peak buying season. Like, this is normally when everyone's jumping into the market and looking around, and instead, no open houses, limited inventory, but at least you have some people coming out of the woodwork going, hey, you know what? Did I miss an opportunity here? Because I really hate to say this, Vinnie, but you did miss an opportunity a month ago.
Yeah, I mean, there's still going to be the ability, I mean, to find quote unquote good deals. There's still going to be that opportunity. It's just a matter of being hyper aware. The one thing that sometimes people say, hey, I don't want to purchase, I don't want to do anything or get approved until I actually find the property I want to purchase. Based off of what loan you're doing, the turnaround times can take a day, 2 days, 3 days, a couple of days. And when because we don't have that much inventory out there, properties go fast. So if you still need to compile all your documents and you need to get approved with your lender, 3 days, 4 days, a week with some lenders can be a difference in getting the property that you fell in love with.
Oh yeah. I mean, there was a buyer that I spoke to earlier today. She goes, oh, this property came on. And then I went to see it, and my agent called the other agent and said there's already 6 offers and it's gone.
So I mean, there's going to be some properties that are going to have, the other ones that are going to sit there. Just know what you want, know what you're looking for, dive deeper in that. Hopefully you followed our buyer seminar as of last week on Saturday. We're going to have an investor seminar this Saturday coming up. So if you're looking to purchase your first investment, maybe second investment in San Diego County, please watch this Saturday at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, our buyer seminar for the investment properties. That's a great gateway for you to learn about wealth, building wealth, and the ins and outs of basically helping you make smart investment decisions.
Perfect. I'm gonna finish this off just so you can have that screen one more time. Please follow us. We've reached our limit. We try to keep it under 10 minutes because we know you guys are busy. On to the next one. Please subscribe. Please share. Tell your friends. If you want to know what's going on in the San Diego market, watch our updates.
Thank you, everybody.